The hardest part of these videos is always the fucking intro. I kind of just gotta babble on until something makes sense, and I'm like, "How's it going, people? Yeah." But that's
How's
just
it going, bros?
that's
My
terrible.
name
I
is
hate that.
Booster.
I'm Booster, and I'm coming at you with a hot new fucking. Oh, that's. Feel myself gagging. That's horrible.
Okay,
Anyway,
let me try. Let me try
Yeah,
to give you
you gonna
an
try it?
intro, right?
Okay,
Let me
do an
try.
intro for
Okay.
me.
Say, Booster, what do you call postman, but differently?
I don't know. What do you call a postman, but differently shabby?
The transporter, of course, aka
What?
the comic we're reviewing now.
What a
That's right.
coincidence, Sabby Sabiste, you unbelievable cunt. The
That is
Transporter
me.
issue 1 is what we're reviewing today. And how do we
Yes.
Are you
feel
actually
about
recording
that?
this?
Well, this was
Well,
Shabby's turn to review this one, right? So you're going to
yeah.
give us a plot synopsis.
So, yeah. So shut up, cunt, and let me
Oh.
tell you what the transporter was about.
Yes.
First of all, it's a Europe comic, so this
Mhm.
is an interesting new take.
Mhm.
We start in a post-apocalyptic world. A world we've never seen before. A disease came over people and metal. It's the rust. Destroys all metal things, essentially bringing society down, back to Stone Age. Now, it does something to the people as well. It makes them a hideous, gross mutants with
Yeah.
different and weird, strange powers. We find our protagonist wandering away, a mysterious man on horseback,
Known
called
as
only
the
the
Transporter.
transporter. Well, wow. Thanks for jumping in. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
What I think.
Well, you got to talk more about the story, like.
Okay. The story is we find a mysterious man
Yes,
and he
mysterious man.
transports things.
He's a
Then
mystery
he's
man and he
hired
transports.
to. Yeah, so he's hired to bring back some men from a village, which he's down for, but
Mhm.
as a payment, he presents these eggs that people need to swallow,
They had to
which is
swallow his
quite
eggs.
curious.
Yeah,
They had to
we still
swallow
don't
his
know
eggs.
what the
dig.
repercussions of that is. It's quite weird.
Yes.
He's
Well, it
just
seems
seems
to-
like if he gives it to mutants, it seems like he gets their powers.
Yeah, so that
That's
happened
our
at the
hunch,
start,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
That's how he gets his fire hands powers.
That's rad, yeah.
And many, yeah, I presume he has other powers before that as well.
We've only seen the
he
two
did
so
like
far.
the, yeah, he did like the mergy thing with,
Mhm.
the people.
Yeah, he's able to
But
like
that was kind of
sink
the
people on the
intro.
ground and put his fists through people and everything. It's quite cool.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It's quite a powerful character. And he is not to be
And
fucked with.
yeah, and then the village that he's been hired to help find its men is overrun by these like cultists. I presume. What do you think they were?
They're like some sort of what would you call them? Crusader types, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, in this world, if you're a mutant, if you're a dirty mutant, you can't produce more people. So they're trying to find normal people who can produce, like children, and then they basically like treat them as cattle for the sake of humanity's survival, right?
Because
That's
more
what their
mutants
mission
is
is.
just trouble. And we saw that in this issue, actually.
Yeah. Because the big baddie was a sexy spider lady.
A sexy spider lady who was born as a spider from birth from, I think, two people who seemed relatively normal, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as
She had
that was
she had her babylons hanging out as well.
her boobies hanging out, and she could attract all sorts of men to do her bidding, and she was nasty, she was freaky as well.
Yeah.
I don't care for it.
She was kind of a freak.
Yeah,
She definitely touched the man's spine in that one panel.
yeah. I'm gonna have to sing to that, thank you.
There should be like a sound effect that goes like doing.
Bonk. Ugh.
You loved it. Shut up.
Yeah, man.
What did you guys think about the
So-
art? Because I thought that the art was
I
freaking
thought
amazing.
I thought the art was sick.
It's fantastic.
There was I think my favorite shot, it was like the most simple one where he just burns the handles when he's been held captive, and it's, you just see his like red eyes and stuff like that. It was pretty awesome.
He does have red eyes.
Mhm.
I really like the last
Red.
panel.
I will say is like the story so far is very simple to follow. But it also leaves things up to mystery, especially at the end.
Yes.
Where he's like going up to a child, is like eat egg.
Eat my egg,
And this
please.
woman's like, no, you weirdo. Don't
eat
give
egg.
him, don't give
Well,
my child
It
boiled
is
eggs.
weird. It makes you wonder what this guy's moral code is, right? He won't help a child home without
Get home.
something in return, right? Which is
Yes,
eat my
his
egg.
agenda.
And every time with this dude, it's eat my egg. That's his whole thing. That's all he
Well,
wants in
basically
return
what
for
he
doing his
is-
deed.
He doesn't accept money or
Yeah.
anything.
No.
Eat my egg.
Basically, what he is, and this is my theory, boys. He's a superpowered lunch lady,
Oh yes,
and he wants everyone to have a good meal.
that's it.
Basically.
He just wants everyone to keep up their protein.
Yeah. It's a harsh
Well,
world out there, you know.
But we're also heavily implied he's not even human because that big hideous nose thing gave him a good sniffing,
Yes.
and it didn't find anything on him, and was wondering what he was.
The sniffer got bullied in that
Yeah.
comic.
He
He
deserved
was
it. It was
probably
hideous.
my favorite character.
I hated
to
that
be
thing.
fair.
I wanted to see it get bullied more.
It was sniffing your boy, and he just goes face and like pot on his back. The guy just gets bullied. And then later on, the spider lady who unsubtly is called Nymph.
Yeah.
She's like, protect me, and the sniffer guy's the first one in, and he gets booted in the head.
Yeah, that's the guy doing the top tiers for a fucking OnlyFans. Absolute simp
He
nose.
was the main
Yeah.
simp.
Yeah.
You know what's the best thing about him? He's on the cover of the second issue, which I find just delicious.
Which means we get more of him.
Oh,
More
no.
of him. If we get more of him, I'm down.
I think one of the coolest panels was when the guy gets jumped and it's like a black radiation energy thing. That was some good colours in that.
Yeah.
That was cool, but
Even-
what I liked is when he pushed two people together.
Yeah, just
Kind of
fused them together.
Used.
Yeah, that was nasty.
I had a lot of fun with the whole story. It didn't drag it at all, and it did really good with introducing a new world to you, and just like you get it immediately, right? But it
Yeah.
still left the mystery that I'm kind of intrigued, and I definitely want more.
I also say that dialogue isn't really an issue in this either.
Yeah.
They kind of keep it simple.
Yeah,
It's
flipped through it nicely.
basically his quest is just basically transport
Yeah.
And eat egg.
and eat egg. A yummy
Oh,
egg.
Booster, make sure to edit in the Danny DeVito. May I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Yeah, asking me to use Always Sunny memes. Of course I am.
Nice. Thank you.
Also, he also eats another egg in Always Sunny, where he's like, where's the hurricane one?
Yeah.
Where he's like, did you get that egg out of it? He's like, no, brought it from home.
Make
shit's
his
great.
eyes red.
I'm not making Danny DeVito's eyes red.
Wow.
Fine, I'll do it for you. Jesus.
So I found the interesting. It's not very easy to figure out just when this is set, right? Like we saw that girl in a Led Zeppelin shirt, so it kind of has a strange little medieval feel, right? Because everyone's gone back to the Stone Age, so we can't have metal or anything. But we also see the decaying metal in the background and everything. And like I said, some people wear very casual clothing
Yes.
that you would see.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's somewhat modern.
Well, the gold stuff, they have like riot shields and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because that's plastic and that got left over, right?
Yeah.
From the world before.
But there's also, it kind of gives me a Last of Us kind of vibe as well with
I
the
absolutely got that
putrids.
vibe. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, those nasty little
they're just
spore
like
things.
Yeah, they're just spore things that just kind of like their spores kind of act like acid and shit like that. So
They touch your skin.
Yeah,
and
you're
just
kind of like
melt.
the fungus
Yeah,
that grows.
it's metal. It's freaking awesome.
I think it's a solid first issue, to be fair as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
it makes you it ends with you what like ends.
Mhm.
It's like, why is this guy like suddenly crying after this happens? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we think is to do with the eggs that people eat.
Egg.
and stuff like that. You know, it's like why is this certain person thrown like a spore into this cultist church and stuff like that? It's very
And why am I
and
so horny
why-
for this spider lady?
why does this woman know that this egg is bad and stuff like that? You know,
And where is he getting
And-
these eggs?
and
Is he
yes.
pooping them out?
why is the spider woman weirdly attractive?
Yeah, why am my pee-pee hard?
I feel like he produces them out of his beard, just like pulls an egg out of his beard. It's
What
like
if he
eat it now.
what if he just lays them?
Oh please! I
Oh,
wish
no.
he just laid them.
That'd be great. I like to think he just reaches down his pants and just like bloop.
Yeah. Then he's like, he just lays it in front of the child, and he's like, eat.
Eat egg. And the guy's like, nah, mate. Nah.
What's it?
I'm good.
Okay, so what's it about egg that's like so yucky? Because if he produced like a piece of broccoli, wouldn't be as
that
scary, I
still
think.
would be be
because
weird.
it's where it comes from,
Yeah.
Shabby. It just feels like it might come from his butt.
Yeah, but like egg is so much grosser to me.
Oh,
feel
I
like,
guess
than-
part of it is
You think
because
an
as
egg
a
is
blood you have to
grosser than broccoli?
swallow it whole, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably choke on it.
Like shell and everything. Like, how do you eat one of these things?
I think they're boiled. I don't know.
You think it's just a boiled egg?
I would hope
egg?
they're boiled. If I'm... It's a Kinder egg. You get a little
What,
Tonka truck.
what if it's just like a recently laid egg that he's done, and it's like you open it and it's just a little him inside?
And then
Oh
he
my
says
God.
egg.
Eat it.
Eat me.
Eat me.
Ugh. I like the
Um,
implications of this.
Should we round this up to what score we're gonna give it?
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Since
Three,
it's my story.
2,
Oh,
1. 9 out of 10.
10.
Oh,
I give it an 8.5.
that's the same you
Oh,
gave
look at this
for Hulk.
contrarian.
Future Imperfect.
I just want to be the awkward one.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, Joe finished.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Well done.
Sorry, that's just what I disagree.
It's excellent. I already want to read the second issue.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
I want to
discovering
see.
the
I want to
mystery.
see what's inside this egg.
Yeah.
I definitely want to learn more about what's happening in this world. It's very interesting.
The scenery is very beautiful. Before we-
Gorgeous art. Gorgeous
True.
art.
Mm,
Just oozes atmosphere.
yeah. So, saying that, what would make it a 10 out of 10 for you?
More action, I guess.
I guess,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
More. I
Just
get
a little
with
bit
the action. I
less
would say more
talky-talky.
dynamic angles and stuff like that.
Mm.
Mhm.
It can be a bit flat at times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can be a bit flooded at times.
Oh. Well, what do you think, Shabby? What would make it a 10 for you?
For me, longer.
Longer? You want more?
You want
I want
more?
more,
Oh, alright. So I guess that's it.
Anyway, I guess this is the end of it.
This is it.
Okay,
See
bye,
you
love you.
later.
Definitely read it. Support
Mwah.
Europe Comics.
Support Europe Comics.
We're
good.
Euro guys now. Ha.